Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha. I do say that all the best songs end cha-cha-cha, but nobody ever believes me. 23 minutes past 9, that's the Mavericks on BBC Coventry and Warwickshire. It's Shane O'Connor with you through until 10 this morning. We're live at Fargo Village. We're getting to meet some of the people who are getting, I have to say, getting really quite buzzed and quite excited about the fact that they're going to be opening to the public for the first time tomorrow. After their successful launch last night. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. You get a launch last night with the leader of the council declaring the place open. You get us here today with the breakfast show. And then you get a weekend where you open to the public. I mean, and the sun's out, the weather looks good. It doesn't get any better than this. We're with a young man who was going to shave my head a little bit later on the show, but he's had a look. He's done a survey, and he says the size of it, he reckons it's going to take him about 30 minutes to do a proper job, so we're just not going to have time to do it. But Robert Walton is the man behind Dashing Blades.
Good morning.
You're a bit of a dashing blade yourself, aren't you, really? I'm loving the show. Very traditional, old school
Very
barber
old
shop,
school,
really.
very old school barber shop, yeah.
Tell me about your background then. I mean, before you were here, and I'm fascinated, all the people have collected here, Robert. Where were they all before? What about you? What were you doing before?
I was teaching and a mobile barber, and I've never had a fixed abode like the littlest hobo. So I decided, when I saw this bunch of crazy artistic people that were here, I decided to, this is a good home for me.
And when you say you were teaching people to cut hair, were you?
No, I wasn't.
What were you teaching?
I was a barber as well, but I was teaching art and media.
Okay, how does that? Sorry, I'm just taking all this in. One of the many amazing stories. So you were teaching art and media, and you were a part-time barber.
Yeah.
How does that happen? How did you become a barber if you were studying to teach art and media?
Well, I wasn't studying, I was teaching it.
No, but at one point you must have been studying to teach that.
Yeah.
So where did the being a barber come in?
Well, that was just an accident. So it was just...
I'm ever so sorry, I've cut your hair.
I
do apologise.
I did
It was a terrible accident. What do you mean that's an accident?
Well, I did a little course, and I really, really enjoyed it years ago, and I thought, I'll do this, and then I finished my training doing that as a hobby, and doing it for friends and things like that, and then it sort of got more and more busy, and I decided as to wind the teaching down and wind this up, and
you must... And I'm sorry if I sound incredulous at this, because I mean it's great that you enjoy your work, but you must enjoy cutting hair then, that you did a course to have a go. I mean, because I cut my own hair from time to time, and I've never kind of thought, I'm really getting into this now. I think I could start on some other people's. I mean, how did that start for you?
Well, it was a shaving originally,
right.
As you would have found out, but obviously that's not...
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, I'm mortally disappointed, you can imagine, but I'm letting you to see it. I do like having my head shaved, I'll be honest with you. And when you touch it, you've probably never had this, you've got lovely, luscious hair and a big, luscious beard as well. But when you shave your head, it doesn't feel like it's yours. When you touch it afterwards, the skin, it doesn't feel like it's yours. It's really weird. That's the best way I can describe the feeling that you get. You could have done my face, but not my lovely face. My wife won't let me. She likes the stubble now and all the rest of it.
Yeah, my wife said that, and now look at me.
Yeah, exactly. I do like the beard. So you had a store elsewhere, did you? I mean, were you this is the first time you went, right, I'm taking the plunge, I'm doing it.
Dashing Blades, it's the first time I've been stagnant. I've been mobile, but never stationary in one place. But I came in here and I was shown around by Jo. She showed me the unit and said, go away and think about it. And I just said, no, I don't have to, I'm here. And, we've got a little community here. We've been all here for 3 months, getting everything ready and getting to know each other, and we're just like a little community that all help each other.
And let's have a quick walk inside, because you have... I mean, talk about gone traditional. As I walk in, you've got a brick floor in here. You've got a very... this looks like a very sort of old-fashioned... type of rug right in the middle of the room as well. You've got very old-fashioned chairs with the wound spindles on them. You've got the barber's chairs you would need as well, with a big ornate mirror and a very sort of old-fashioned looking shelf as well. Why have you kind of gone for that look? I mean, it works, but why you've kind of gone for the old? I mean, even you look like an old-fashioned barber, don't you, in a way?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Well, I wanted to be different to everybody else. And I think each unit, it's all a little slice of ourselves.
Right.
And that's kind of the point. And I quite like traditional looking. I live in an old Victorian house. And I don't totally buy into the whole vintage look, but it's certainly an aspect of.
It's massive, isn't it, as well now? The vintage.
It's a huge.
It's getting bigger and bigger.
It's a huge thing. I mean, most of the people that come in here, and they're all very, very different people. Just like they just buy into it straight away. They just walk in and say, "I love this. I'm coming here."
Yeah.
They've never cut their hair. They don't know anyone I've cut hair for. They just buy into it. And that's kind of part of it.
So do you have to do vintage haircuts as well then? And I mean that seriously. I mean, do you are styles that necessarily maybe aren't so common now, are they coming back because of the vintage thing?
There's definitely an old 50s Hollywood style look coming back. I think it's been around for a little bit, although nowadays guys wear it with big beards. But there's definitely the old pomade has started to work again now, and things that haven't been around since, I used to see my dad wearing them in the 70s sort of thing and think, what are you doing? But that kind of thing, is making a bit of a comeback. But it's some people like that, and some people want to be quite modern. So,
well, Robert, you've got everything. You've got everything apart from, and I'm hoping you're going to have these tomorrow. Customers. That's you're ready for action, aren't you? You've even got a globe of the world just in case.
Just in case I need to move on again.
Well, I thought it was like if you say to me, "Have you had a holiday this year?" and they go, "Yes, we're going to Togo," and you think, "Oh, hang on, let's just go and have a quick look, spin it on the globe and have a look." I didn't want to break it there. So yeah, you're pretty well set up, aren't you? Just customers now.
I think so. Yeah, we're looking forward to it tomorrow. I think there's going to be a massive load of customers coming in, and people just wanting to see what it's all about.
Good luck. Really nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Sorry about the head.
Thank you very much.
But I'll come back. I'll definitely come back. Oh, he's got the razor. We've got the cutthroat razor as well. You don't hold a cutthroat razor up like they go, "I'm ready."
Just waiting for the pie shop next door.